Thank you once again for joining us again. We're celebrating 28 days, talking about our heritage and our culture. And we have an exquisite guest today, George Dame, and he's going to give us a taste of who he is. George, who are you and what do you do?
Well, first of all, thanks for having me on. It's always a pleasure to have an opportunity not only to share about what I do, but to really talk about Black heritage and Black culture. Okay. So thanks for having me. So, I guess a small snapshot of who I am is I'm a licensed marriage and family therapist as a profession, but as a person, I'm a father, I'm a husband, I'm a son, I'm all those things. Some of the work that I do is really trying to help people deal with their emotional wounds, whether that be in a relationship, whether that be in a family, or whether that's just on a one-on-one individual basis. But just trying to help people get to a better place, live a better life, and so not being stuck in whatever issues that we might have.
So I see that you have multifaceted skill sets and you navigate a lot of different cultures. So in your counseling, putting on your counseling hat, what are some of the differences and similarities you see that's within different ethnicities and within the culture of those different ethnicities?
One of the things throughout my training and also throughout my own personal development is recognizing all those parts of who we are. And, so I'll start with me. I am American-born of Jamaican parents, meaning that my family's from Jamaica, and I grew up in the Jamaican culture in the U.S. The food we ate, the church we went to, things was all Jamaica, speaking patois, the whole nine. But also trying to blend into what does it mean to be an African American, and how do I connect with people, and so learning those parts of who I am. And my training, especially in terms of being a therapist, was being able to look at people, whether it's their race, their class, their gender, their social economic status, right, or understanding parts of people, and then being able to talk about that in counseling.
Okay, now you said you was Jamaican. This is interesting. We had a good guest that was Jamaican as well. So how do you identify yourself, and then how do other people identify you between being Jamaican, being Black, or African American?
So that's one of those cultural identity things that I had to learn and develop myself. So at one point, I used to say that I'm American. Then another part, I said I was Jamaican. Then I was Jamaican. Then I was everything. And I think part of it was, even within culture, there's this part of us that, at least for me, the shame that sometimes we have. And there was a shame about being Jamaican, because when people thought about Jamaica, normally people would think about poverty or think about maybe the beach, but not think about all the aspects of it. And I think there was a shame that I had with that. Just like sometimes there's a shame of sometimes what does it mean to really be Black in the U.S. or Black in this world. And then I got to the place where I was proud of it. I was proud of being Jamaican and that heritage and what that taught me about what my parents went through or how they came here. So if really pushed to it, I would probably say I'm African, Caribbean, American, right? That is really who I am. Jamaican parents, but I was born in America, but honoring my African heritage. That's kind of in essence of who I am. And in the day-to-day, all those parts can come out.
Now, you're a former student here at Villanova, correctly? And also you do work at the Villanova University. How was it navigating that culture, coming from all those different aspects of who you are?
I think I was privileged enough to recognize that there are times I'm going to be the only one. And how do I use that for my own growth? And so while I was here at Villanova, I got an opportunity to be on the Middle States Committee. I was the only student member of that committee. I was representing Villanova as a whole, and when you look at me, I do not represent Villanova as a whole. But that was still a great opportunity because I learned that there are going to be times where I will be put in that position to represent myself, my culture, or even people that really don't look like me, and how can I grow from that? And I think I took that from day to day, where in a club I could be in member leadership for the Black Cultural Society or the Multicultural Society, but then I can also be a part of orientation counselor, which is more predominantly white here at Villanova, at the Villanova University. So what I'm saying is that I learned to sometimes be able to connect with people who look like me, respect people who are different but still of color, but also connect with people who are white, Caucasian, that allowed me to learn more about myself and also for me to learn more about them.
Okay, now you're an imposing guy. You don't look big sitting down, but you are. And imposing in a good way. Did you have to fight through, and you have academic success and scholarly success, did you have to fight through the typical stereotypes that because you are of such size that you was more looked at as athletic as opposed to a student and your academic, conquest coming here?
No, I think that's a really good point and question. I think I got that a lot at Villanova in terms of I was fortunate to be here on academic scholarship where everything was paid for. And that was amazing in itself that happened. But people would be more apt to think that I was here on a football scholarship more than an academic scholarship. And so when I had opportunities to either highlight that, I took it. At the same time, I recognize that people are going to put labels on me no matter where I am, whether it's Villanova or in the general society. And what do I do with those labels? Some of those labels, I'll accept them, and other labels, I will reject them or fight against them or use them to then make my larger point. So because someone might think I'm an athlete, they might think that I'm here for a certain reason. I might not like that, but then does that give me an opportunity to open up more doors for myself and other people? And sometimes it did.
As we wrap up, what are some ways people can contact you quickly?
Best way is online at georgetalks.com is my website, or through email at georgetalksllc@gmail.com. If you ever wanted to reach me in my office, it's 215-382-6680, extension 4128.
Thank you once again. As promised, we're celebrating 28 days of our heritage and our culture, and as we continue to do, we're going to continue to bring back guests that can enlighten and inspire us to be better people as who we are. Thanks again, and tune in tomorrow.